But Delana, come over, son. I want you to come in tight. There you go. Yeah, I want because what we about to talk about today, you want to come in tight. Welcome back to Let Us Become Sharper / Thursday Night Society podcast. Another installment of the beautiful podcast. We're going to get right to it today. We have a great topic for you because our show is topic based and topic driven. We don't play around when it comes to putting our content together for the show. So we want to say Let Us Become Sharper is the name of the podcast based on the brand Let Us Become Sharper, which is my brand. And we have Nina here today.
How y'all doing?
Nina, tell them I was thinking about you earlier, just briefly. Brush them up on Nina's House of Jewels.
Okay, Nina's House of Jewels, a jewelry store. I sell all kinds of fabulous jewelry for you ladies. So just come check me out. You can hit me up on social media at Nina, Nenah, House of Jewels.
Nina's House of Jewels is kind of we building in, you know, Let Us Become Sharper brand, but we building in all the brands now with the support that we have coming into the show. I need y'all to highlight what it is that you do. Okay, we got to the right of me, Shay Wills. Shay Wills, give them some info.
Okay, my name is Shay Wills, and I am an entertainer. You guys can follow me. I have a website. You can, if you're into social media, once you go to my website, it'll show you how to follow me on all social sites. It's SHAYWILLZ.com. And check me out. I got some great things coming. Just wrote my first movie. Tap in with me.
That deserves a round of applause. That deserves a round of applause. Wrote a movie.
Right. Thank you.
Y'all know y'all don't want to see no movie I done wrote.
No, we do not. Trust me.
Scared.
Knock at the door.
It's not rated R.
Y'all want to see no movie? Y'all want to see the movie I done wrote?
You know it's toxicity.
And we got the wonderful Delana. Delana is here tonight, and she you know, she's just so fabulous to me. I got to make sure. I'll let her speak for herself, but I want to make a statement for, you know, she's a real trooper. We used to say that back in around the way we used to say trooper. She's a real trooper. So, Delana, give them some words before we get started because we about to go.
I'm just a very opinionated Delana, you know, regular 9 to 5. That's about it. That's all.
Yeah, well, she's so wonderful.
The lovely Delana.
Lovely Delana. Wonderful Delana. Lovely Delana. Just all these beautiful things. So let's get into it. Let's become sharper. We're on the crusade for respect. Thursday Night Society is the reason to ambition. Now, we spoke about ambition a couple podcasts ago with Troy. Shout out to Troy, King the Barber. Troy said something about ambition. And I contradicted Troy when I said that I don't want no ambition. I wanted to already be together. Let me clarify what I meant by that. I believe in ambition. I've also been noted to say that I don't believe in loyalty. I do believe in loyalty. But the brand is just like a fine cognac, like a Louis the 13th. The fine cognac, the top level, the expensive luxury cognac. It has to be of the most specific brand. It has to be of the most specific quality for me to believe in loyalty. I don't believe in the run-of-the-mill rego loyalty. I don't believe in the run-of-the-mill rego ambition. So the reason why I shot those down and denounced loyalty and ambition was not because of disbelief. It was just because of the level that you got to come to of loyalty for me is so high, it's so fine wine that I just say I don't even believe it at all. If I see you do this, I mean, that's just an amazing thing. And that goes for ambition as well. Ambition is dead. And ambition is dead only when a person lacks empathy. There's no empathy. There's no ambition. We going back to what people used to do. Let me tell you how they play. And I'm bringing it all home because, you know, this is player. I'm top player from where? The Himalayas. All right. We go to top player. We're talking I define players as squares and lanes. So now we just gonna go in CJ player mode as I'll start it off for you. So we go on player. That's what I do. It's like a code of honor, almost like a religion. This is what I believe. This is what I breathe. Is player, motion, moving parts, having motion, hustling, making things happen, and ambition. Thursday night society is where ambition is kept alive. So we've been dealing with dead ambition and false ambition for so long that I just might say, I don't even want no ambition because I already know what I got coming. That's like giving the, what's that old meal we used to eat? Chili with the crackers. Did you ever have that?
We
What
still
you mean,
eat
old
that.
meal? I still
Right.
cook
Oh,
chili.
right.
What do you mean?
You haven't had chili in how long?
We
It
used
depends
That's a
on the
nice
weather.
winter meal. You know what I mean?
Chili, you too good for
Wasn't-
chili.
I wasn't saying it like that. I'm just saying it was
You talking about that old meal when you
every time we get on. I get it. Wait a minute, let me see. Yep, again. Every time. That's right. Every time I get on here, they come powerful. I didn't mean it in that
Not
context.
literal.
I didn't mean it in the literal sense. I'm just talking about the chili and the crackers.
Gotcha.
Right.
So like chili and crackers, right? The old. Tomorrow, what we got for dinner? Chili and crackers again. And then the third night, that's a lot. You eat
Yes. But,
you eating off of it.
Man, the more it sit and settles, the better.
Exactly. So I understand that. I
no
get
backstep.
that. I wasn't saying it that way. I get that. So what I'm saying about why I mentioned that was, so after so long, you got the same thing coming. No matter how long it sits and settles, it's the same thing coming. Now imagine if it wasn't so good, which somehow was always good. Chili always good. These are fundamental. These are great meals. But imagine if it wasn't so good. That's how ambition, because they keep serving it to you. It's the same thing over again where you like, I don't even want it.
so you're not expecting.
We're not. I have received dead ambition and ambition that lacked empathy so many times that now I've learned to live without the ambition. Just show me the results, because that's the standard that I'm held to. I'm held to a standard where ain't no getting it together. When you step into me, you got to have it together. And that's just how we get treated. I'm just going to say we. Y'all figure out who we is. But that's just how we get treated. But like I was saying,
Okay.
those who get those
I think I got an idea who we may be.
those who used to do it don't do it no more. So now this have to be what you do. Ambition allowed room for people who used to do it that can't do it no more. Like you got them old school that's always telling you a story. They call it living in the past. And now they're trying to come like, listen, what's up now? What we doing right now? So you have those who used to do it and those who do it, who about that life. So not talking about doing it, not wishing they did it, but do it like this is what I do. And then you have those who lack the empathy for somebody who's trying to do it. That's where the dead ambition lies. We coming in today to give a jolt to dead ambition, to restore respect. That's why I say at the top of the show, the crusade for respect. We're going to restore respect. We're going to establish ambition that's alive. So in saying that, let's get to the topic. People done found themselves being rude. Rudeness is like a common thing now. It's like an acceptance. They rude on the internet. They rude in person. Customer service is rude. I remember a day, and I was going to go show my age. I recall the day we used to walk up in Foot Locker, and they say, "Can we help you, sir?" It don't matter if it was male or female. "Can we help you? Can we help you, ma'am?" You walk in there now, it's like you might as well just go back there and get your own shoes. come up to the counter and ring yourself up and just put
Give me a self-check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ask
for real.
yourself what size you need.
You're gonna get tackled.
Yeah, walk up out that thing. That's how it is these days because of the rudeness.
Right.
I don't want to ruffle no feathers, but I'm just saying, being told that I can't take you to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date is some of the rudest mess that I've ever heard. And just imagine how that kills ambition. Trust me, we would trust me. I'm just saying what I know.
I like Cheesecake Factory.
I'm just saying.
It's not my favorite, but I wouldn't slam
like
it.
cheesecake.
They done made a list of places that you can't go on the first date.
I saw that. That's ridiculous.
Cheesecake Factory, one of them. I said,
One of them.
now how rude if I've been out here getting to it and that's all the bread that I got. So once
Right.
again, that's not good enough. So where's my ambition?
As a matter of fact, we
Where's
going
my-
to the pie house or
We have a
you
Starbucks
want to get
first.
some? Yeah, you want a Starbucks on the first date?
I
Or,
don't know.
Oh,
I'm talking about like
It's
I'm
like
not finna
coffee,
spend.
huh?
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
not a
even
coffee
know what
drinker,
that
I'm
was.
so I
about to
can't
see
relate.
if I like it.
The business model, prosperity and power. We talking about it, and I got to mention prosperity and power because that's an ancient game from an ancient time. We own, ownership. We own the well-oiled machine and the grind. We the top master players. Coming back to the topic about rudeness. When people are rude and disrespectful, because they like cousins, like they go hand in hand, like rude and disrespectful.
For sure.
When people are rude and disrespectful, do you match that energy, or do you still believe in the old saying, like the old times, to kill them with kindness? Nah, this is what I want to do, Nina. You know you're special to me. I want to run it back one time because I want this to really marinate because I can't wait to hear your answer. I don't even want you to go first, but I do want to hear your answer. I don't even want you to go first. I don't want you to go first because I like you better when you marinate
Is
it.
that all right?
When people are rude and disrespectful, do you match that same energy, or do you still believe in that old saying, kill them with kindness? Now, I want Shay to come in first and tell me how you feel when somebody's rude to you, because I'm really suppressing right now how upset I am with the rudeness that people have been trying to get away with. They making it seem like this is the norm. And I ain't from that day. I ain't from that day. I'm from a day where I had to walk ahead of my old lady to catch the door for her and any other woman come through the door.
Right.
Now we living in times where sometimes the men hold the door for the women, and even the women hold the door for a man. Now, I didn't see that happen. I was going through the door and the woman held the door for me. I got mad about it. I was like, what? I wasn't raised like this, but I understand the times. So now, Shay, when someone is rude, do you match that energy and give the rude back to them? Or do you just prefer to do like the old days, killing with kindness? Let's hear it.
Well, there was a time that I did it my way to where I matched that rudeness, and I ended up in jail matching rudeness, So I realized that ain't a good feeling to get behind bars.
Clank, 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 clank.
Clank, clank.
So
Clank, clank.
it's like when I was behind the bars, I'm like, I could have just walked away.
Sometimes you
Right?
gotta control
So
yourself.
when you really see what you can lose and what you have up at stake, sometimes it's not even worth matching people rudeness. I'm at a place now, nothing or no one can threaten my peace of mind. So once I see a person on that type of time, and I'm not saying you can't catch this.
I wasn't saying I won't
It's
give
there
it to you.
now, but
I will
it's
give it
suppressed
to you.
because I'm so much on the high in other areas of my life that I just can't even succumb to that
Right.
childishness. I got 3 kids. I'm 3 kids, mama.
For
Come
sure.
on now, that's kids.
For sure.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So I'm gonna move forward. I'm good. I just get little on you and break loose next. And when I treat people like that, that sometimes hurt.
Now, see, by the way, I love that. I love what I just heard. That was something I want you to go first. So just talk about it. We're going to have open forum after that, but I want you to just, go first. Y'all like the open forum. I know Nina love that one.
I do.
I know you do.
I love it too, actually.
Listen,
Let's get it.
y'all don't know music to my ears when I hear you say that it's something that you like. That's and I just want to speak like last podcast I spoke for men. I'm not no men's spokesman, but I have lived enough and I'm player enough and have enough knowledge to speak a little bit. We looking for that compliment. That compliment, that ever elusive compliment, we looking for it.
What kind of compliment you saying?
Any
Oh,
compliment.
any. So me and
So
women,
when
the
so
ego
when we
stroke,
finally
yeah, right.
so when we finally find something, I mean, I'm talking about this a podcast, but I'm talking about even in that instance when we find something where
that works,
where you open your mouth without me saying anything, and I can get a organic, natural reaction from you.
beautiful.
Better than gold, better than platinum and gold, better than the only thing better than that is a big bankroll, that choke. Outside of that, right under that is a compliment. We take that any day. So when I heard, I got a memory. So when I heard you say that, like, I like that open forum. Okay, we roll with that. So we go open forum from here, but I want to hear Shay answer because she the one always promote peace.
Yeah, she do, don't she?
She do.
Don't she?
I
Thank you,
think you're
thank you.
trying to
Since the first day I met him, honey, don't even trip.
She always
It's
wrong.
shaped on me.
She always wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's why I got it next to me.
Yeah.
I got it next to me.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I got it next to me.
If she's promoting the
I like the
peace,
piece of chaos, but I'm
So
a piece
we
right
drama.
now.
so we drama.
I'm saying, yeah.
Cool.
That's what
I was just saying, yeah, black t-shirts, black shirts,
Black
black,
everything.
all black braids
everything.
coming down.
He said,
Black,
all we saying is we
That's all
heard
I- yeah.
we heard about Kit Kats and
Yeah,
we ain't saying nothing else.
blacked out. Kit Kat. How many Kit Kat bars do it
A
take?
couple Kit Kat bars. It takes a little more time, same amount of sugar, but they don't know when it's gonna happen.
Right.
I don't know Kit
Eggs,
Kats.
what you say? Eggs and mix the eggs with the milk and put it in.
Eggs and milk, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is I keep
I
showing
heard
close.
you like
Come on, Shay, come closer, come in tight. Because them braided with blacks over there.
Look, he's trying to form alliances. I love all my cats.
Right. Ain't it?
Go in the booth by
But,
yourself. Well,
Pete,
you
of
know,
course,
really.
Pete, you got to spread love and light.
When somebody is rude and disrespectful to you, do you give them that same energy back? Because I know it's frustrating. It gotta be frustrating with somebody rude. And I know y'all guys, I'm just about to let y'all go on this one because I already know what's
It
happening.
really just depends on the situation for me.
It's situational.
Yeah, it's situational for sure.
Okay, so let's redeal this. Let's just say that situation that crossed over to it's time to go that way. Do you elect to go that way, or do you still suppress and say, you know what, I'm just gonna kill him with kindness this go round? Do you give him some smoke?
See, so I always give a warning. You know what I mean, or I try to give you a pass.
Danger.
I'll be like, chill or whatever the case may be. Like I'm gonna ignore you in the beginning, but if you
Keep pressing.
pressing, then smoke coming, baby. I'm on fire all the way up. I'm sorry.
It's raising it up.
Let it go.
I am. I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful as ever. But when you know what I mean, the smoke, then you know what I mean. Smoke. Hey, the fire set.
Oh,
What can I say?
Man.
Where there's smoke.
Yeah.
Period.
So the rudeness,
Because sometimes you got to let them know this ain't that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I get it.
You
I
know.
get it. You know,
I'm gonna give you a pass the first.
That's
time.
the warning right there. This ain't that. Don't do it.
I get it. So what I'm seeing now, becoming sharper, I'm seeing because it's been bothering me. No, I've really been bothering by this. I mean,
it
they
is
get
a lot of real
ruder
people,
and
rude people out
oh
there.
my
For sure.
goodness, the
For sure.
rudeness is just like it's like a wildfire.
Yeah.
The rudeness, the disrespect, and coming from someone who was raised the way that I was raised to be always, I'll
Right.
talk and play a code for you. I only got one vice. That's always be nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I try to do that.
Like
I
that.
do. I do.
That's why.
But you know what? I got an example. Just like I was in the club the other day. Okay. I was in the club the other day and there was a lady. She just came through. When I tell you she came through not saying excuse me to anyone and just bumped everybody.
She
Just
did
like
too.
I
Friend
couldn't-
said something. We was in there. She was like,
but I gave her a pass. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah, that's
like
the
I could have just really
situation.
grabbed her. You know what I mean? And handled her.
You
Like
got to lay hands
I could have just
that.
grabbed her by her hair and just like me. Like you could have said excuse
and beat her down to the.
I wasn't
No,
gonna
like,
beat
hey,
her,
you
but
could've
get
said
it together. You
excuse
could have
me.
said
Get it
excuse
together.
me. Yeah, get it together. I ain't gonna beat you
sometimes
down.
you can
Oh,
tell.
But
But get it
sometimes
together.
it's like, hey, you gotta, you know what I mean? Chill. You being rude as heck. You just bumped into everybody and didn't say excuse me at all. So that's rude as ever. Everybody was looking like, what the heck? But we don't know what she was going through. So sometimes I
Mhm.
give you a pass because I don't know
Mhm.
what you're going
That's
through.
true.
I don't know what your day is like. You know
That-
what I mean?
I don't even want.
So,
I don't want to interrupt you, but
yeah.
I want you. You on your. But that's why I wanted you to marinate because that makes so much sense. You don't know what a person going through that day.
Yeah, for
Now
sure.
that don't give you no green light to have your way.
Right.
But I'm considerate to an extent. I
Just
want to.
giving grace and
I'm gonna
mercy to
speak on
people.
it in a minute, but I was really upset. I want to bring this out. Delaney, what you thinking about it?
It's situational for me. It's very much situational because at work, I have to bite my tongue.
Mm.
I have to watch myself because
Right.
I got to keep a roof over my
Right,
head.
that's
I
right.
got to keep my son
Wisdom.
somewhere.
Mhm.
But
I got it by CJ.
God-
That's on Amazon.
God is still working on me in other situations.
Yeah.
My friend Sabrina is real good for noticing when it's about to go left and pulls me out.
It's called a spirit of discernment.
That's a
I
that's a good
that.
friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good friend.
she knows
That's
how
a good
to
friend.
she knows how to pull me out
Warning before
because she
destruction.
sees my face and she knows it's about to go very left
Yeah,
and
that's a good
Right,
friend. I like
right.
that.
she needs to be removed. You know that face like I need to go home when you start saying something
Yeah.
or start making faces. She'd be like, it's time to go home.
Yeah, she knows the characteristics.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pattern. You know, she knows the characteristics of how when she's seeing the symptoms even. The symptoms. Oh, this
Right.
about to go left field. Let's go ahead on and do what we do. We're gonna go this way. Yes, I want to hear y'all opinions on that, man, because it's draining for me for someone who always you talk about work, in my line of work, I always have to be the peacekeeper. I always have to be the person with the level head. And what it does, it bleeds over into my regular life. I take those same qualities and characteristics because I live what I do. Some of them, that's what they did, but that's what I do. And somebody who don't do it, well, that's already done. But how I do it, I'm always being politically correct to the extent I can't be seen on camera cracking no guy's head.
Well, sometimes you can tell when a person ain't never had hands put on them.
I can't be seen on
Yes,
you can
I
tell.
can't be seen on camera
You ain't got no whipping in your life.
popping the trunk coming
Never
out
came like that.
because tomorrow morning
You gonna be all
old
over
girl
the-
with the babies too.
Right.
They're like, oh, we saw CJ on TV. Mr. CJ was on TV.
But
No,
You
I run
really
out of
did
gas.
something to me
No,
because
exactly.
I'm peaceful as ever. Real
No,
talk. So if you if I come with the smoke, you really did something.
I'm kind of peaceful.
I'm peaceful as ever.
So we talking about two gangsters over here, and we talking about two gangsters over here, and we talking about two that try to you an ex gang,
I
you
told
ex
you God is
gangster.
still working on
Ex-gangster.
me.
I used to be. I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Still
evolved
working
now.
on me.
Now I
It's
come
all
for.
right, baby, one day at a time.
She says she an ex gangster.
I'm an ex-gangster. I'm evolved. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
gangster.
You
I'm
got
not
two
a gangster.
gangsters
I
over
just do what I need to do.
No,
I just do what I need to
two
do.
gangsters
period.
over
I'm
here, two gangsters over there, and you got one that's politically correct. So that's what I was speaking about earlier. What
Reform.
reform. That's what she did, but that's not what she want to do.
Right.
But that's what she will do if that's what she has to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the one, man. If I ever have to do it, Delana take the keys, ever hold it down.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Take the kid, go up to the shop in the morning. Hold it down. Hold it down, Delana. Go up to the shop in the morning. Delana be
I'm like this.
Mom, I love it.
up there in the morning. He ain't coming today,
Yeah.
y'all. What happened? She got to tell her. Hold on, let her fuel your
Bail
morning.
got to be posted first.
Later.
We
Made
talk
a-
about it later.
Let a few of y'all come up so we ain't got to tell it twice. All right, gather around.
One time.
One time, yeah. So that's the thing, man. If somebody is rude and disrespectful, do you return that same energy? I'm sorry to say, but I do. When somebody rude and disrespectful, I got a system. I was thinking about that in the car. Like, how am I gonna answer this? So this is how I do it. I was thinking, honestly, this is the most honest podcast that I think we've done.
I
talking
love the
about
transparency.
as far as my
Right.
transparency, I got to tell y'all, I came up with a system and it actually works.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody was just super, I'm talking about extra rude to me about a month ago in a bar, cigar bar. So I'm in a cigar bar and I didn't even say anything. I think this woman initiated me about the cigar knowledge. And I was like, look, I'm not the king of all cigar aficionados. I'm not that person, but I do have an extensive knowledge. I've been doing it for a long time. I gave her just some subtle insight about her cigar. And what kind of cigars you smoke? And what you got? Who you
Just
think?
went off on you, huh?
Went crazy on me.
Guess
So-
what? You should embrace when a person show you who they are the first time. Believe them. I'm like, it's been great knowing you, love.
Yeah. So
Yep. Uh-huh.
That's it.
no,
That is it.
no, listen to me.
It was just a customer.
She was
I mean,
across
just-
the room.
Oh man.
We wasn't even in close proximity. She way over there somewhere and jumped. She jumped. So that's how I came up with my system. My system goes like this. I said, listen, I came up with my system. I said, so I'm gonna be rude at first.
You know what?
I'm gonna give the rudeness
I
back.
get.
No, don't
I
match
came,
this
up with, I
energy.
came up with my system. I said, this is how it should go. I go rude at first, and then I subtly take the rudeness back. then I ignore the person. Like, so even
I gotta hear a scenario. I'm confused. So what? Give me a scenario.
I'm gonna put you in the same scenario with the cigar. So she yelled across the room, and I was rude. You know, I didn't curse, but I was like, yeah, you don't know what you talking. I'm rude. You know, we fan the hand. Hey, man, you know what this. And I was with my guys like this, so they looking like, what he really gonna do? Because she was coming.
Mhm.
Oh, she was ready.
Oh, she was coming for
Oh, she was coming for me. She was
Okay.
ready.
Okay.
So so then I got real quiet. I didn't say nothing, and I didn't even say nothing to them. They was looking. I looked at them. She's still talking. I looked up, and then I turned on the charm
Oh.
at the end.
They got you out the jam.
She
They got you out
was.
the jam.
I found
Now
out how
she was
nice.
sweet to you.
I found out how nice she was.
All you gotta do is speak
Transfer
nice to
energy.
someone.
She was so nice, and she apologized.
Yeah.
And I had never been apologized
Well, perhaps she wanted a tip.
to. No, she wasn't. She didn't work at the cigar bar. She was
She was
Okay.
just a customer.
She was in there
She was
chilling.
in there chilling.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't even smoking a cigar. I put my cigars put up. We ready to roll.
And she was across the room. How'd she get in your business?
She lit up the cigar. They were talking to her, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's a mild cigar. This ain't no mild cigar. This that
I got a
gangster."
question. What does a cigar make you feel like? I mean, I tried it. Like, I just never understand.
It don't make you feel like nothing. You just smoke.
Why are you doing it? Just because it look great?
No,
Like a cigarette.
no, no.
No,
A cigar. A cigar.
It's not the same.
no, it's not the same.
No, what is a cigarette?
Yeah, it's not the same as a
When
cigarette.
it's
The one you don't
Strong.
inhale.
It's harsh.
The
When
one
it-
you don't inhale.
When it comes down to this, it's just a little cigar. Now, like how I was explaining to her, I was explaining to y'all. You have to find the right cigar. So you have to really go down there. It's not a cheap game. You got to go down there and get into it to find your brand. Then when you find your brand, you find your role, you find your type. Then you find the specific, you want to get super specific with the cigars. That's why they sell them by the case. You get a box.
So you want a flavor cigar, like
If
a
that-
grape.
If that's what you like.
If that's what you
That's
like,
really
if
good
that's
cherry
your
one.
preference.
Right.
So once you find your brand, it's 3 stages to a cigar. You got the opening, the body, and then the end. Once you find your brand, and once you find the type that you like, it's like clouds come down from heaven.
What's
Oh,
what's your favorite brand, CJ? Let us know
It's
what
like,
you smoke.
it's like
Wow.
because they got to come in here and take care of us.
I
But
know that's right.
when you find your brand and you get and you find out if you like the light with the torch or you like the light with the matches. Once you figure
I do
all
like that little torch though. They be like.
once you figure all of that out, it's like the clouds come down from heaven.
There are no clouds.
See, I
sir.
do
You
a
sit
photo
back
shoot
in the
with it
cloud.
though, because it do
And you
look
sit
nice.
back,
I
and
ain't
you sit
gonna
back,
lie.
and you just sit back in the you
But I
sit
don't want to kill
it's
my
like you
lungs.
sit inside of a cloud. You don't inhale it.
You don't inhale it, so don't
You
go
don't
in there.
inhale
So
it.
don't do nothing bad to you.
So what's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
purpose?
yeah.
What's the
Potentially.
purpose then?
Yeah, it does something because it's getting in there. It's
Potentially,
going down.
potentially, but it's not. It's like clouds came down from
So it's like a
heaven.
hookah or something. What
Yeah,
type of
like-
feeling?
Oh, it
is
ain't
it
no-
from-
oh, ain't no hookah.
You inhale hookah.
No, it's not a
You
hookah.
So
literally
what
not
is
a
the cigar doing for you? You just look sweet. That's all. You look nice. What is it doing?
I'm gonna
for
just
you?
hold that bad boy. Then.
That's it. I'm like, okay, I look good.
That's because y'all got the first cigar that y'all had. And
I've
that's-
never
Never
smoked a
smoked a
grape. I had a
cigar.
grape
Right, you never
before.
smoked
It
one?
was-
Nah, I
it
never
wasn't
smoked a
nothing.
cigar.
Yeah. When you find your brand, you have to, like I say, this have to be what you do. But when you find out that was a perfect precursor to the podcast, this got to be what you
420
do.
was the other day, and I'm gonna leave that right there.
I already know that. That's why you was late. I was gonna be rude in the chat. I'm gonna be,
Talk your stuff. Like,
but
don't
I was
hold
like,
back
you
with
know
me.
what? I used my system. I said I'm gonna be rude
Your
in
wisdom.
the
Right,
beginning.
wisdom. Okay,
Then I'm gonna ignore. Then I'm gonna be sweet at the end, and I just sent what I had to say. I used my system on you. You didn't even know it. Yeah.
Oh my
Talk your
goodness.
stuff.
You got the system. Yeah, it's got to be what you do. And my cigar partners, my team that I go, man, we was at Top Golf one time. So we at Top Golf teeing it up. Wow, wow. And we ordering, you order the drinks out there and the food out there. So, we order another round of food, another round of drinks. I said, y'all can order a round of food and drinks all y'all want. I know what you really want. I have my cigar in my pocket. I pulled that boy out and twist that cap to that case and just let the aroma, it came out at Top Golf. They was like,
All the men, huh?
lead the way, brother.
Oh, okay.
And I just closed that
It's
way
like
back
that,
up.
huh?
It's like that.
That's sweet.
It's like-
that's a good
Is
depiction.
it?
It's
Is it
like
that?
To all my cigar smokers out there.
I had to learn this
To all
stuff
my
now.
cigar smokers out there, Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like
Comment down below. Let us know y'all favorite cigar.
it's like
Yeah,
a cloud
so we'll
came
know it's
down, and you're floating in the cloud, and then the music come in like, yeah.
But you know what? I was at
feeling
the
them-
cigar bar
It is,
not
yeah.
too long
I ain't
ago,
feeling no
and
pain.
a lot of women do smoke cigars.
I ain't feeling when I got my cigar. I ain't feeling no pain.
Because of that man.
Yeah,
That's why.
Not
I don't know
necessarily.
if I've never met a woman who wanted to do it
Nope.
just because.
I
Because that man
did.
just.
Well, it's a
When
lot of
I,
women
when I
that
bumped
do.
into him,
Okay.
it was at the cigar bar with my homegirl.
Okay.
Okay.
We go down there all the time.
Okay.
And I invited them both back to.
You know what? Stop it.
See?
He couldn't help it. He couldn't
I
help
was
it.
doing
Of course he can't
good.
help it. Of course he can't help
And
He
himself.
could not help it.
I was doing good.
This is why our next topic needs to be about can you be platonic friends with the opposite sex? And you can, but I don't think that men
No.
agree to that. Yes, you can.
I
That's
I don't know
the
why
next
he
topic.
doesn't
Yes, of
understand
course you
this.
can.
That's a great topic. We need to talk about that because you got to be able to have friends. Just because we both look good, don't mean we got to intertwine.
You can,
Yeah,
but
it's
trust
okay.
that men always
They always
you know,
thinking
they
about that.
always
Oh my
exactly.
Y'all really
hoping
believe that?
You can be platonic.
Yeah, we can be
friends.
platonic.
I got a lot of
Yeah.
platonic
that.
friends.
I'm not gonna say all of them. I'm never gonna put everybody.
This is what I want to
opposite
do. This is what I want to do. Freeze the game.
We're gonna say
We are-
that. Yeah, that's a good one.
I got it. Where my we got that got to get written down, and we got to come
Put a
back.
pin in it.
Put a pin in it. We got to come back on that one
Yeah.
because I knew something. It's
I
the hat.
like
It's
it.
the hat.
It's
It's the hat. It's the-
Wisdom just came to me.
It's the hat.
But today is
Yeah.
the wisdom.
Come on.
To our supporters, we want to tell our supporters real quick. We've been getting a lot of traction with the podcast. I've been doing what do they call it? I've been doing the shorts.
Okay.
The
Come
short,
on now.
I
The
put
shorts,
the shorts
right.
up.
I like
on the
them.
market,
I've been
social
liking them
media.
though.
The
The
short-
Kit
the-
Kat one, I like
yeah, the
that.
short- the
Everybody liked the
That was
Kit
good.
Kat
That's
one.
right.
Everybody
You
like
put
the
a
Kit
name on it. You
Kat.
put a
Everybody
name
like the
on
Kit Kat.
Yes.
Everybody
The
like
name
the
to
Kit
set
Kat.
that.
So our supporters, we got people that's in place to say, okay, listen, go. It's the invisible push behind us to saying just go time. Just go shoot for the stars. We're supporting you. I want to thank all supporters. All cash is verified. All that simply means is respect my cho. Cho mean money for anybody who know what cho mean. Cho mean money. It's a Detroit way of saying money, bread, that cheese, that guapole.
Okay.
That guapole.
That manyan.
That
You
manyan.
understand?
Yeah, respect that cash. They've been helping us out, and every little bit helps. I'm not the type of person to say, okay, well, if it ain't like this, no, it ain't helping us. No, every little bit helps. We appreciate that. We like to say all cash is verified. We verified the blessings and the cash that comes in. To my personal supporters, the people that support CJ, we got the brand up.
Yes.
CJ, yeah, we got the brand. It's going. All the pictures. We got the cups by the sleeves. We selling them by the sleeve. Want everybody to get on board with that. We got the lighters. I got the white lighter. The white lighter is a conservative version of the lighter, and the red one is like the hot, spicy cayenne.
Spicy.
Yeah, Thursday night
Caliente.
society, the player lighter, the powerful lighter. So I got
Okay,
two
now.
versions of it, and we quite naturally we had a podcast right here, as you do see, and we also got something coming up. I got an event coming up.
Okay,
Got an
what's
event
What's
coming
that?
up.
What's
I
happening?
got an event
All
coming
right,
up.
let us
I'm
know.
gonna give you all the dates. I'm gonna have everything set up, but it's called The Reason.
The reason is.
The reason is we got the reason coming up. It's gonna be we're doing a fashion show hair. We're doing a fashion show hair show networking event. So we're gonna do all three in one and put them all together and make it happen for the for
kind
the,
of food gonna be in
for
the
the players in
building?
the game. All with the vendors.
Nice.
Okay,
The
let
vendors.
me holler at you. I need to be a
The
vendor.
vendors.
I need
The
to be a
vendors.
vendor,
The
baby.
vendors gonna bring the food in. So we ain't gonna give them their names yet, but we gonna have it all laid out. You know how I do things organized. So yeah, all cash record. We appreciate the supporters. Yeah, the topic. If somebody rude and disrespectful, do you return that same energy? Or do you elect to go to the old school rules of killing with kindness? But we are in a new time. We are in a new day, a day of the internet, social media. They treating them rude out there.
Rudeness.
The rudeness is it's because they're trying to normalize it
Mm.
and let us become sharper.
You ever notice they rude when it's a glass between them? That's because it's a glass between them.
Yeah. Let us become sharper. It's like that razor that I got. We're gonna cut through the rudeness.
Right, that's right.
We cutting through. We gonna normalize bold treatment, dead ambition, disrespect. We not normalizing. We not accepting it. We coming powerful. So go ahead on that topic. We'll name this one. What we want to name this one? No, we're gonna
Choose peace or choose hands. I mean, make your choices.
Peace or hands, baby.
Peace
Peace and hands.
Peace and
Oh, you gonna get a piece of dance. Your choice.
we go figure out a clever title. You'll see it on your YouTube. We're killing with kindness. It's gonna be something along with the word kindness. You know,
For
respect.
sure.
Oh,
we
yeah,
gon-
we can't forget the kindness.
Yeah, we can't forget. We can't forget kindness. Come on now.
I mean,
We just talked about our supporters. We're trying to get some support.
Clock that. Ain't that what the
Supporters.
young people say?
Everything that's said on this podcast is not a reflection of the podcast. We just like our support. Yeah, y'all,
Thank
man,
y'all,
oh
for real.
man, y'all be safe out there. But at the same time, I want you to stay dangerous.
Yes.
I want you to not be naive, but I also want you to be clever and keep a trick up your sleeve.
Stay sharp.
You got to stay sharp out there. That's the reason, like the event.
That's right.
That's the reason for this is to become sharper. So I'm glad that we become sharper today. I mean, look at this. I mean, these women are so beautiful. They got me cornered
Thank you.
again. I wiggled out of they tried, but they got me down. But then I
you always feeling
He
attacked.
jumping now. He don't feel it.
You
always
like
the
being
victim.
in the
What's
circle.
We love you, CJ.
all right. I love you. I love you too. I love that. So let's get up out of here. We're going to go back and get that new topic put together because we going next time you see us, we going
next week.
full right back.
Sure. 2
We
weeks,
going
well,
right
yeah.
back into that strong. So y'all stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, follow the show, stay with us until the next time. Let us become sharp.